Crazy Daisy doesn't faze me, but Harry Cherry, very scary. Oh no, oh no.
Hi guys, and welcome to my channel again. This is Prashan with WTF Are You Reading? And I have got books for you. I've got physical books, I've got ebooks, I've got YA, I've got murder mystery, I've got it all. So without further ado, let's get into the book. The first book that I'm going to show you is the third book in a trilogy, which I'm going to turn around the right way. And this is Fox Forever by Mary E. Pearson. This book is the third book in the Adoration of Jenna Fox series, which I'm reading the first one of right now in preparation for this book. The way that she writes is amazing. Jenna has evidently woken up in some sort of a coma in the first book, from some sort of a coma, and there are things about her life that should be normal, but they're not, and nobody's giving her any answers. And there's a lot of mystery going on, not just with her, but with people that are in her life. And that book is awesome. So I'm going to read to you the back of this book, and it says, Locke Jenkins has some catching up to do. After 260 years as a disembodied mind in a little black box, he has a perfect new body. But before he can move on with his life, he'll have to return the favor he accepted from the shadowy resistance group known as the Network. Locke must infiltrate the home of a government official by gaining the trust of his daughter, 17-year-old Rain, and he soon finds himself pulled deep into the world of the resistance and into Rain's life. This book is from Henry Holt and Company, and it comes out in March of 2013. So you guys might want to pick it up. If you have not read The Adoration of Jenna Fox, I really suggest you do so. And the second book in this series is The Fox Inheritance. Both of those books are out, guys. They are very, very good. As I said, I'm reading the first book right now, which is The Adoration of Jenna Fox. And then the second book is the Fox Inheritance. And then the third book is this, which is Fox Forever, which will be out in March. Okay, the second book that I'm going to show you is The Unremembered, and it's by Ferrer, Strauss, and Garo. This book will also be out in March, and I'm going to go ahead and read the back. With no memories and no identity, the 16-year-old girl who was found floating among the wreckage of a devastating plane crash knows only one thing for certain: nothing is what it seems. Crippled by a world that she doesn't know, plagued by the abilities that she doesn't understand, and haunted by a looming threat she can't remember, Seraphina struggles to piece together her forgotten past, discover who she really is. But with every clue comes more questions, and she's running out of time to answer them. Her only hope is a strangely alluring boy who claims to know her from before the crash, who claims they were in love. But can she really trust him? And will he be able to protect her from the people who have been making her forget? This book again is The Unremembered, and it's by Jessica Brody. It's by Perot, Strauss, and Garo, and it will be out in March of 2013. The next book that I'm going to show you is called A Corner of White, and it was sent to me by Scholastic, which I was really, really, really shocked to get a book by Scholastic. And this book is YA as well, and it's by Jacqueline Moriarty, who is the author of The Year of Secret Assignments. And I'll go ahead and read the back of the book to you as well. She leaned her bike against the wall and saw it again. The fine, line of white along the seam of the parking meter. She tried to pull it out, but it was too deeply embedded. By holding two fingernails, one above and one below, she managed to grasp the edge of the paper and slowly draw it out. It was thin, folded in half. She unfolded it and read, "Help me. I'm being held against my will." She laughed aloud, looking at the base of the parking meter, the split concrete. "You're trying to escape," she said, and then glanced around to check that nobody had seen her talking to a parking meter. The street was empty. It was growing dark, everything turning shades of gray. The paper in the palm of her hand made her shudder suddenly. "I'm being held against my will." What if it was real? A message from a stranger who was trapped. Strange place to put it, though, she thought, and smiled again. "I'm being held against my will." On the darkening path she took the paper from her backpack and wrote a reply to the note. She folded it and slid it into the parking meter until it was nothing but a fine white line, and then she rode away. This book sounds really, really awesome, guys, and I can't wait to read it. It will be released in April of 2013, and again, it was from Scholastic. Thank you very much, Scholastic, for this beautiful book. The next book that I'm going to show you is again YA, and it is a dystopian from everything that I can tell. I don't know what the book is about because someone did away with my little notice about the book, and it's called Pole. And this was a book that I got from HarperCollins. Thank you, HarperCollins. And it's by Patrick Carmen, who is the author of the Dark Eden series. So I'm really, really, really excited to see what Mr. Carmen has up his sleeve as far as this book is concerned. This book will be out in March of 2013. So I will get to and let you know how I like it. The next book that I'm going to show you guys is a new adult book. It took me a while to figure out that it was new adult, but it is. At first I thought it was YA. And it's all about the forbidden sister. It says, "I had every reason to hate her, my forbidden sister. She was like someone who had died, but wouldn't say buried. Emmy Wilcox was only 6 when her older sister Roxy was thrown out of their New York City apartment. Their stern father's military-style rules left no room for rebellion, and Roxy was as defiant as Emma, now an outstanding student at a private school, is compliant. A perfect daughter, and still parfaite, as her Parisian-born mother lovingly calls her. Two sisters, total opposites, yet Emmy is secretly obsessed with the mystery surrounding Roxy. What has she done? Where is she now? And is there a hidden side to Emmy that resembles Roxy's spiteful nature? Knowing only that Roxy is a highly paid escort to the city's wealthiest men, Emmy goes behind her father's back to track down the sister she fears, despises, and inexplicably clings to, and whose influence might run deeper than Emmy ever imagined. I'm hoping that this series is like V.C. Andrews' Castile series or the Heaven series that she wrote earlier in her career when I was a little girl. But we'll just have to see, and I'm dying to read this book. Okay, another new adult book that I have is Reckless. And I have a lot of first-hand knowledge of this book because I read and reviewed the first two books, which are Thoughtless and Effortless, on my blog. This book is by S.E. Stevens, who I have grown to love. S.E. Stevens writes great new adult books, and her new adult books are very true to life. Um, the way that she writes her characters is very complex and very nerve-wracking at times, which lets me know that they are very true to life because people don't act in prescribed ways in life the way that they sometimes do in books. This is the continuing story of Kyra and Kellen. Now that Kellen and his band are famous, um, Thoughtless happened when Kyra and Kellen met, and Kyra was actually going out with Kellen's best friend, and they broke up, and it was a big mess, and her and Kellen were so attracted to each other. And then Effortless picks up where Kyra is now living in the same city as Kellen. They're not living together because of things that happened in Thoughtless, but they are going out as boyfriend and girlfriend. And Kyra has started school, and Kellen and his band are just taking off, and they're going on their big tour. And there's lots of insecurity and things that surround that. And then this is the final um, part of that where they're together because they have gotten married, and Kellen is in his success, and we'll just have to see what happens between Kellen and Kira. The one thing that I have to let you guys know right off the bat is that these books are very, 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 very sexy. This is not YA, this is young adult, but it's new adult. It's not 17, 18, your usual high school petting and kissing type thing. This is sexy, sexy, young adult, in your face romance. So be prepared for that, guys. These are a great series of books. Again, that's Reckless. It's by S.E. Stevens, and it's from Gallery. Thanks, Gallery.